Da 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 da.
Hey folks, yeah, it's taken me a while, but here's the pickup video for last couple weeks of May. I These are just like basically a bunch of little pickups, but I held off doing little pickups because I want to just sort of bundle it all together and not litter it with a bunch of videos that have only one or two pickups. And yeah, so here we are. First thing I'm going to show is something that I've actually, I've shown this in an update video. Probably made mention of it, but this is a multi-card for Game Boy Color, all US version. Little code there, and you see it has all three Pokemons, and a bunch of other games that are in this cartridge, and 32 in 1, no repeat, and exactly as advertised. You have 32 games. All of them are unique. Well, all of them are unique. You have three Pokemon games in there, but they are indeed the red, blue, and yellow versions. And the best part, there's battery backup, which means I can save my games. And 32 unique games for the most part. A couple sequels in there, so there's a couple Bust-A-Moves. There's games like Asteroid, Centipede, Bomb Jack, Pac-Man, DuckTales, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. You know, a bunch of halfway decent games. And yes, I called Crazy Castle a halfway decent game because, unlike the nerd, I'm not an idiot. Flame Shield on. I'd have a little animation in the corner or whatever, but I'm not going to bother. Anyways, moving right along. Got Space Invaders for Game Boy, which has Super Game Boy compatibility. And if you have a Super Game Boy, you could plop this in, and this will not only give you different color choices for the Game Boy side, but you could actually play the Super Nintendo version of Space Invaders with this, thus rendering the SNES cart that was shot out a couple years later absolutely worthless. You know, when I picked up a copy of this just to try that thing out, and I actually did try it out, and I do have a video bit which I might either tack on at the end or as its own separate thing, or maybe part of a review. Spoiler. Anyways. Moving right along, Street Fighter 2. Yeah, a bit of a battle damage there, but Street Fighter 2. Not a bad version of the game, actually. I did give it a bit of a whirl. WWF Superstars. Someone suggested I give this a look. I didn't have the game, so but you know, got it online with all this other stuff. Well, not the multi-card there, but had the game, so I figured why not. Next up, the one game for the Saturn, the one I really want to get my hands on, Street Fighter the movie. And the box is broken. That's always a good omen right there. But yeah, I've never tried it, so willing to try that out for myself. I've played the arcade version on MAME, which I recall playing the actual machine ages ago, and that's interesting, but that's a totally different beast, which some of you may know about, but and I know a bit about it, but I've never actually tried it for myself, so actually looking forward to it, whether the results end up being good or not. Anyways, next up, for a couple of Genesis games, we got Bram Stoker's Dracula, and yeah. Yeah, I know about the little review there and all that. And the other one is Inspector X, which is apparently a shooter of some kind. Haven't tried those out yet, so I can't really give you much of an opinion in that regard. Next up, a couple of Super Nintendo classics. We got the amazing Doomsday Warrior, an exciting, fantastic fighting game for the ages. And I also picked up another extravagantly amazing, spectacular. This is one of the true hidden gems, ladies and gentlemen. Street Combat. It's from Irem. Those folks that gave us R-Type and Metal Storm and Guardian Legends and Kung Fu Master. So you know this is going to be a fantastic video game. And if you believed any of those blurbs, you're an idiot. I'd come up with something witty, but these killed my brain cells. These are not very good. Not in the slightest, but they were cheap. About $1 each. And I want a refund. Nah. They got a nice comfy home in the shelf. Collecting dust. And speaking of dust, we got a couple Atari 2600 games. We have Adventure. Looking particularly dusty. But they do work at the very least. And Video Pinball. Missing the the front end label. But that's that. Next up, One Soul NES game cartridge, or game pack as we used to call it back in the day. And it's one of those unlicensed Tengen things. Vindicators. Ooh. Ah. Really exciting stuff right there. Finally, this whole Dreamcast purchase, and one I've been looking for a while, because people swear up and down by this thing, and I have the sequel on Xbox, but haven't played it because I wanted to get my hands on this first. Now I got it. Shenmue. Yeah, the cover's in black and white, but it is indeed that. And I gotta get a new box because this one's falling apart. But yeah, those are my May pickups, and that's my bounty. And you know, quite a few solid selections for the most part. A couple of duds, but that's to be expected. But yeah, looking forward to trying this out. Especially looking forward to trying this out because I've never really played it. And I gotta find another box for this too, because it's finished kaput. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Till next time, take care. Good night. And later.